Hi guys, so is the rise in national insurance contributions going to harm the Tories? I don't know, but some people think it is going to harm them. Perhaps not Prime Minister Boris Johnson, but potentially those MPs who provided him an 80-seat majority back in 2019. Now remember the fall of the so-called Red Wall that relied on a significant number of seats flipping to the Tories. But what's often forgotten is that they were won by razor-thin majorities. It was an electoral masterstroke, yes, but the Tory MPs in those seats may now feel the heat. Labour MP Steve McCabe raised this very point in the House of Commons on Wednesday.
Thank you, Mr. Deputy Speaker. I want to begin by congratulating the government whips on bulldozing this through with such great haste.
Just to raise a point here, what he's talking about is how there wasn't a proper debate. They basically said we're going to have the vote tomorrow. So this was on Tuesday. We're going to have the vote tomorrow. We're not going to allow time for a rebellion to grow.
They've done their job today. They've prevented a backbench rebellion. They've used their own backbenchers as cannon fodder. It won't be the charlatan in number 10 who pays the price for broken promises and tax rises that hit the young and the low paid. It will be those Tory MPs hung out to dry, some of them unexpected victors in 2019, some of them quite good MPs, but with small majorities. And when the emails and the messages of complaint start flooding into their offices, when the refusals to ever vote Tory again start to hit home, it won't be the occupant of number 10 who has to suffer. He'll have flitted on to his next fantasy. But those who are betraying the very people who voted for them, they'll be left to pay the price. Of course I'll give...
Wonderful. I don't know this man very well, but he speaks exactly what I'm thinking. Boris Johnson will not suffer the consequences. These MPs may suffer the consequences, but, and I've said this before, pressure needs to be applied to them. People need to send them emails. People need to call them up. People need to attend the surgery, the political surgery, the MP's surgeries. Put pressure on them. Say, why did you support this? Why did you vote with the government? Why did you make the lives of younger people more difficult? This is extremely unpopular. Now, I've said before, to bring down Boris Johnson, you can't go against Boris Johnson directly. You need to go after his MPs. You have to make his majority weaker. You have to put pressure on those MPs who have just come in. Some of these MPs want to represent their constituents. Some of them are there just to develop a career. But if they feel pressure from voters who are telling them, we're not going to vote for you anymore, we're going to vote for the Labour Party, we're going to abandon you, then they're going to put pressure on Boris Johnson to do something about this. Now, this Brexit tax, as some people are calling it, is going to go through. The opposition don't have the power to stop it, and it's going to happen. But at the next election, if you want to roll it back, there's only one possible solution here. Vote these people out. Put pressure on them. Tell them exactly why you're voting them out, so that they will put pressure on the executive within the Conservative Party to turn the ship around in some way. But I don't see that happening. These people deserve to be thrown out. They have supported this policy. They have supported this Prime Minister, and they deserve to lose their seats. Let me know in the comment section, guys, what you think about all of this. As always, your comments are greatly appreciated. Thanks a lot.